Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the last session I have completed about preparation as well as properties of potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7, right? Well, in this session I am going to move on the next concept of the chapter, that is preparation of potassium permanganate is one more important compound of a 3D series elements, potassium permanganate. When you look at the diagram here, say what is the central metal atom or say element here, Mn, right? Mn is present at the center of the core, and the four corners of a tetrahedrons are occupied by oxygen atoms, and overall what is the charge? Minus charge. So say here if I consider potassium permanganate, what is the formula we write? KMnO4, which means if I split it, K plus MnO4 minus. So the permanganate ion is going to have tetrahedral geometry in which manganese is present at the center of the tetrahedron and four oxygen atoms are going to occupy four corners, 1, 2, 3 and 4 corners of a tetrahedron. So is the geometrical arrangement of permanganate ion. Well, so how it looks like? Yes, what is that purple colored substances? Yes, it is nothing but it is the potassium permanganate. Okay, whenever we observe this purple colored crystalline substance, it is called potassium permanganate. Well, now so the structure, if you consider, as I said, it has a tetrahedral geometry, right? Well, now potassium permanganate is prepared by, how we are going to prepare the potassium permanganate means, yes, it is prepared by fusion of MnO2. MnO2 is commonly called pyrolusite ore. Okay, so what is the name of this MnO2? Is commonly called pyrolusite ore. So how the potassium permanganate is prepared means, yes, potassium permanganate is prepared by fusion of pyrolusite ore with the alkali metal hydroxides. Okay, alkali metal hydroxides, generally what we are saying, alkali metal hydroxides like potassium hydroxide. Okay, and an oxidizing agent like potassium nitrate. Well, so if you look at the reaction equation, say pyrolusite ore MnO2 is fused with the alkali metal hydroxide, that is KOH. So pyrolusite ore is get oxidized to what? Is get oxidized to potassium manganate. ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಂ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಂ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗನೇಟ್ K2MnO4. Well, so potassium permanganate is prepared by fusion of MnO2 pyrolusite ore with alkali metal hydroxide. On fusion, what happens? There will be formation of potassium manganate. Potassium manganate is formed. Well, here this potassium manganate, okay, potassium manganate, which means MnO4 manganate ion, MnO4 2 minus. So if you consider K2MnO4, so it will be, how it splits? It splits into 2K plus MnO4 2 minus. So what is the ion here? It is a manganate ion. Okay, manganate ion. What is the formula? MnO4 2 minus. Permanganate MnO4 minus, right, is the difference. So that manganate ion, okay, on treating with oxidizing agents, okay, on acidification, get converted into what? Manganate ion will be converted into permanganate. MnO4 2 minus is get converted into MnO4 minus and MnO2 plus 2H2O, right? Well, so in the laboratory, this manganese 2 ion salt is oxidized by peroxodisulfate to permanganate. Okay, so 2 Mn2 plus 5 S2 disulfate ion, S2O8 2 minus plus 8H2O gives rise to 2 MnO4 minus plus 10 SO4 2 minus plus 16 H plus. Okay, well, now what I said, magnet and permanganate ion, there will be two ions, right? So magnet and permanganate ion, these are the two forms. Magnet, what is the formula? MnO4 2 minus. Okay, magnet. And what about permanganate? MnO4 minus. Say if I consider geometry of these two ions, okay, geometry of magnet and permanganate ions, yes, both are going to have a tetrahedral geometry. Under other geometry, both are going to have a tetrahedral geometry, which means yes, in both the cases manganese is present at the center, and those 4 oxygen atoms are going to occupy 4 corners of a tetrahedron. And regarding magnetic property, okay, is about geometry, both are going to have tetrahedral geometry. Then regarding magnetic property, this magnet ion, okay, magnet ion is paramagnetic. First thing, magnet ion, okay, magnet ion is paramagnetic, while permanganate ion is diamagnetic. Okay, is the another difference. Geometry, though both are going to have same geometry. Regarding magnetic property, magnet ion is paramagnetic and permanganate ion is diamagnetic. Okay, yes, magnet ion which is paramagnetic with how many unpaired electrons? There is one unpaired electron present. So magnet ion paramagnetic, which is going to have one unpaired electron, while permanganate ion is diamagnetic. Okay, well, next thing, if you consider geometry, as I said, both are going to have tetrahedral geometry. So tetrahedral magnet ion MnO4 2 minus ion, which is green in color, okay, which is green in color, in which, yes, as I said, there will be 4 oxygen atoms, right? MnO4 2 minus. Say MnO4 2 minus. Say out of 4 oxygen atoms, 2 oxygen atoms, say 1 and 2, these two oxygen atoms are going bonded with a double bond, while another 2 oxygen atoms are going bonded with a single bond, and those are going to carry negative charge. Say out of 4 oxygen atoms, 2 oxygen atoms are bonded to central metal ion or atom with a double bond, while another 2 oxygen atoms are bonded with a single bond, and those oxygen atoms are going to carry what? Negative charge, -1 charge each. So overall, what is the charge here? MnO4 2 minus. It's about magnet ion. Well, on the other hand, if you consider permanganate ion, say what we said, MnO4 minus. So in permanganate ion, out of 4 oxygen atoms, okay, out of 4 oxygen atoms, 3 oxygen atoms, 1, 2, 3, 3 oxygen atoms are bonded with a double bond, okay, double bond, and 1 oxygen is bonded with a single bond and is going to carry minus charge. So both are having tetrahedral geometry. So what is the difference here? MnO4 2 minus is going to carry -2 charge, permanganate going to carry -1 charge. Say in magnet, 2 oxygen atoms are going to have double bond and another 2 having single bond with the minus charge each, while in permanganate, 3 oxygen atoms are going to have double bond, while 1 oxygen is going to have single bond with the -1 charge. Okay. The acidified permanganate solution, okay, acidified permanganate solution oxidizes oxalate to carbon dioxide. Okay, yes, it means this permanganate can also be used as a well-known oxidizing agent. So we can say here acidified permanganate, okay, potassium permanganate solution which oxidizes oxalate to carbon dioxide, Fe2 to Fe3, that is ferrous salt to ferric salt, and nitrite to nitrates, and iodide to free iodine. Yes, if we consider oxidizing nature, yes, potassium permanganate also shows a oxidizing nature. So it also acts as a good oxidizing agent. So acidified potassium permanganate oxidizes oxalate to carbon dioxide, ferrous ion to ferric ion, nitrite to nitrates, iodide to iodine. Alright. Well, then further, if we consider the alternative method of preparing this potassium permanganate. So if you consider the first step, preparation of potassium manganate from pyrolusite, as I said, say pyrolusite ore when fused with the okay, potassium hydroxide, okay, alkali metal hydroxides, that is potassium hydroxide and potassium chlorate, gives rise to potassium, okay, potassium permanganate, KCl and HO2O. Otherwise, when you use KNO3, potassium nitrate, what happens? There will be formation of potassium manganate. Pyrolusite ore first converted into potassium manganate, potassium nitrate and water. So, when it is treated with the, okay, potassium carbonate and oxygen, it gives potassium manganate K2MnO4 plus carbon dioxide, and pyrolusite ore when fused with potassium hydroxide and oxygen, again there will be formation of potassium manganate and water. Then, okay, it is the first step. So in most of the reactions, what happens? Pyrolusite ore when fused with potassium hydroxide in presence of KNO3, in presence of okay, oxygen and KOH, resultant will be potassium manganate, K2MnO4 will be formed. Potassium manganate is formed in most of the reactions. Now, in the second step, we have to convert potassium manganate into potassium permanganate, that is oxidation of potassium manganate. Yes, this oxidation of potassium manganate can be done by treating with the sulfuric acid. So, potassium manganate, K2MnO4, when treated with the, or you can say acidified with the sulfuric acid, what happens? There will be formation of potassium sulfate, potassium permanganate, water and MnO2. Okay, well, so further it can be oxidized by treating with the, by passing a carbon dioxide gas. So to an aqueous solution of potassium manganate, when we pass a carbon dioxide, aqueous carbon dioxide, what happens? Yes, there will be formation of potassium permanganate, MnO2 and potassium percarbonate, okay, KHCO3. And other way, say when potassium manganate is treated with ozone, again there will be formation of, or you can say oxidation of potassium manganate into potassium permanganate takes place, 2KMnO4 plus 2KOH plus O2. So when treated with sulfuric acid, K2SO4, 2KMnO4, H2O plus MnO2. When treated with the carbon dioxide and water, okay, carbon dioxide, there will be formation of KMnO4, MnO2, KHCO3. Then when treated with the ozone, okay, ozone, there will be formation of KMnO4, KOH and O2, right? So what happened here? We are going to oxidize potassium manganate into potassium permanganate, okay, well. So here another way, potassium manganate when treated with the chlorine, there will be formation of potassium permanganate and KCl. So please remember the product formed here. When potassium manganate is treated with the sulfuric acid, what are the product? K2SO4, KMnO4, H2O and MnO2. Okay, later we can think of balancing. When treated with carbon dioxide and water, okay, when treated with the carbon dioxide and water, that is carbonic acid, H2CO3, I can say carbonic acid, there will be formation of KMnO4, MnO2 and KHCO3. When treated with ozone, okay, gives KMnO4, KOH, O2. When treated with Cl2, gives KMnO4, KCl, right? Yes. Then just consider a question here. Potassium manganate with carbon dioxide and water. Potassium manganate when treated with carbon dioxide and water, that is carbonic acid, gives permanganate, second potassium bicarbonate, KHCO3, manganese dioxide, MnO2, all of these. Yes, what is the answer? All of these. So answer 4 is correct, right? Well, so with this I am going to conclude about this session. Again in the next session we go for other concept. Thank you. Be safe.
All right.